It's ridiculous. Which brings me to the beef.
The beef.
Where's the beef? Anybody remember that commercial?
Yeah, Wendy's.
The old lady
Where's
in the
the
back seat.
beef?
Where's the beef? So I found out a little tidbit that the price of beef is so high now, but a lot of it has nothing to do with Trump. And here's why. Kids, the lazy kids today, or the people that know who our first president was, all those young guys,
Right.
you know, they're out of college. They come out of college. Who was the first president of the United States? Abraham Lincoln? No.
Kennedy? Nixon?
Nixon? Blah, blah, blah. What's happening is the older farmers that raise steer and cattle,
Right.
and there was lots of them. In the U.S., we never imported beef years ago. They were very affordable to sell. They were selling for $900,000 per steer, which they chop up for steaks and everything. We did it all. It was all U.S. grade,
Right.
U.S. grade. Their kids do not want to continue the tradition. So we have a shortage of steer for steaks.
Wait a minute. Their kids,
Farmers'
they don't want to be farmers.
They don't want to be farmers.
They want to, okay.
Like they did here. You know what they did here in this area? The kids came up, the fathers died, the farmers died, and they sold the friggin' land for warehouses.
They could be rich
Yeah.
and not have to do anything.
Not that may be a bad idea.
Yeah,
No.
pretty good idea.
But instead of working and being a farmer and doing this stuff, which is, don't get me wrong, it's super hard work. I'd never want to do it. But what happened around here, there are literally 15 warehouses in a 3-mile radius of my house.
Yeah.
All the farmland is gone.
Yeah.
It's because they sell it off. And you imagine what they offer these people? They're getting $5, $6, $7 million for all this land. So what would you do? Want to get up at 4 in the morning and feed cattle and milk the cows and do all this stuff? No, I don't think so. So that's part of the reason why, because steer now sells for $3,200 on the average.
Jesus.
For somebody to buy a steer, chop it up, sell it.
Yeah.
So now prices go up, and then God forbid you go to a fancy steak restaurant. It's the same steak you get at Longhorn, but they charge $58 instead of $38 because you're in this fancy restaurant. You know, with all the wood and all that stuff around. So that's the reason beef is a little bit higher right now.